So we have a price-demand equation that we're given. And to compute the elasticity of demand, our textbook is saying that it's in terms of P, in terms of price for our function. So right now, this is price in terms of X, which is, I think, the amount of demand, but I'm not 100% sure. But at least the calculus part, we know what to do. We have to rewrite this so that it's in terms of P. We need everything to be in terms of P. So we want to get P by itself. Replace that function notation with just the letter P. And then we want to get X by itself. So the first thing I'll do is I'll multiply everything by 2,500. Because I know 5 can divide into 2,500, and I know 2,500 can divide into itself. So that gets rid of the fractions. So let's see what that first fraction is going to be. 2,500 divided by 5. And then times 8. That's 4,000. That's X. And then to finish getting X by itself, I'm going to add X to both sides and subtract this from both sides. So I get X is 4,000 subtracted by 2,500p. So there we go. Now, if X stands for the demand, which again is like a business part that I'm not super familiar with, then we have d of p. We've rewritten it as a function of p. So now we can just plug in what we're supposed to plug in into the elasticity of demand function that we're given. We're supposed to have the derivative and then divide it by the original amount. So the derivative is nice and easy. With respect to p, this is 0, and this is just negative 2,500. So when we plug that into our elasticity of demand function, it's negative p times negative 2,500, all being divided by d of p, which is 4,000 minus 2,500 p. Okay, now we can calculate e of 0.25. That just means you're supposed to plug in 0.25 into this function. I'll just clean it up a little algebraically. It's a negative times a negative, and the letter usually comes second. So if you plug in 0.25, I'll do the denominator first because then I can copy it to my clipboard. So that's 4,000 subtracted by 625. So this is what I have for my denominator. I'll copy that to my clipboard. And 2,500 times that 0.25 again, divided by the denominator. So you get 0.185 to 3 decimal places.